In a small town in Australia, the whole community was getting ready for a big event. That night, the annual carnival, a long-time tradition, was about to happen, with a rugby match as the main event. The crowd was buzzing, especially with local star Matt Simon and his brother Jackson in town to spice things up. At first, everything was going smoothly, and the energy was high. The cheers from the crowd filled the cool evening air. But then, things took a wild turn when the lights suddenly went out in the middle of the match. Everyone stopped and tried to figure out what happened. Out of nowhere, strange lights appeared in the distance, moving slowly toward the carnival, creating a tense vibe. As the lights got closer, it became clear that they were coming from spacecraft. Without warning, the ships started firing, sending brutal gunfire everywhere. Chaos broke out as alien ground troops descended to capture anyone in sight, causing the crowd to panic. In the middle of all the chaos, Matt fought to protect his girlfriend, Amelia, who was there with her mom and younger brother, Marcus, to watch the game. Unfortunately, during the attack, Amelia's mom got captured by the aliens. That forced Matt and Amelia to quickly find a way out of the nightmare they were in. As they ran for cover, a guy named Peter and his daughter Bella showed up, offering help. Without wasting time, they invited Matt and the others into their vehicle to escape the alien assault. While escaping, Matt managed to save a local who almost got captured, and they brought him along. Not long after, Jackson and his girlfriend Vanessa caught up with the group, adding more people to their safe retreat. Without hesitating, Peter floored the gas pedal and sped away from the now destroyed area. Their only hope was to find a safe place to hide from the relentless threat chasing them. As they drove out of the farming area, the tension wasn't over yet. An alien spacecraft was still tailing them, posing a serious threat. But just when things seemed critical, a military Air Force drone suddenly appeared. With pinpoint accuracy, the drone fired and managed to shoot down the alien ship. Matt immediately got out of the car to check the wreckage of the fallen spacecraft. To his surprise, he found that there was no pilot inside. This made him realize the aliens might be using some kind of advanced autonomous technology. Not long after, another vehicle arrived at the scene. It was Arnold, a local guy who came with Dennis. With the intel Dennis provided, they all agreed to head for a safe hideout deep in the dense forest, hoping it would shield them from any more threats. At the hideout, Peter reminded Matt about the promise to help find his wife and son, who had gone missing during the previous attack. But since it was getting dark and things were too dangerous, they decided to rest for the night and continue the search the next day.
Lucky, I guess. Yes, you're right.
When morning came, things felt even worse. They realized that the alien fleet attacking Earth wasn't just huge, but also really organized, a threat way bigger than what they had thought before. That night, Matt, Dennis, and Amelia went out from their hideout, determined to find Peter's wife and son. They ended up at a large factory where the prisoners were being held, but their attempt to free them failed because the room was protected by some kind of energy shield. From a relative they met inside the factory, they learned that some of the prisoners had been moved to an unknown location. Soon after, a group of aliens showed up, forcing them to run. Matt, Amelia, and Dennis ran toward the farming area to hide. As they did, they saw a huge alien ship flying overhead, then landing near the factory where the prisoners were being held, making the whole situation even more tense. When they got back to the hideout, they told the rest of the group what they had seen, but they had no idea that the aliens had already been tracking their movements. It wasn't long before the aliens stormed their hideout. In the sudden attack, Matt and his group fought back hard. Thanks to their teamwork, they managed to take down 2 aliens that had managed to break in. While the threat wasn't completely gone, this small victory gave them a bit of hope for survival.
Grab those guns too.
A few weeks later, they managed to set up a secret base deep in the forest. Life slowly started feeling normal again, but everyone stayed on high alert. Then a new problem popped up. The aliens began contaminating their water sources, forcing the group to move around constantly while continuing to fight for survival. 8 months later, while on a mission to escape the aliens, Matt and Amelia accidentally found a survivor. This person had managed to escape alien captivity, even though they were paralyzed and couldn't walk. From this survivor, they learned that the aliens often did horrible experiments on the humans they captured. Before being taken back, the person handed Amelia a strange alien object that seemed to serve some important purpose.
Take that.
After escaping, Amelia and Matt reunited with Peter, Arnold, and Dennis. They all planned a risky mission to destroy one of the alien bases. The base exploded in a massive blast, but Amelia was shocked by what she saw. The aliens weren't just sending troops, they were bringing civilians along, including alien babies. Back at the settlement, Jackson, Bella, and Marcus had managed to capture a live alien. Seeing this, Peter lost it. He was so angry that he started beating the alien relentlessly. Luckily, some of the group stepped in quickly to stop Peter. They realized that killing the alien wasn't going to help them. It might even be dangerous, since the alien could hold the key to important information. Amelia, still thinking about everything that had happened, started feeling like their fight might be pointless. She thought the aliens weren't just here to invade. They planned to stay and make Earth their new home. As things started to calm down, Amelia went up to the captured alien. She carefully showed it the strange object she'd been given. When the alien touched it, a hologram appeared, showing an image of Earth. Apparently, the aliens had been watching Earth for thousands of years, but the moment ended quickly when Matt arrived and stopped Amelia, realizing the risks of what she was about to do. After finding out that the aliens had been watching Earth for centuries, the group started to question why they were really here. But in the middle of their confusion, Peter, still filled with anger over losing his wife and kids, completely lost it again. He ended up beating their captured alien prisoner to death, even though some of the group tried to stop him. After what happened, they decided to push forward with their rescue mission, aiming to free the people still in alien captivity. Arnold, Jackson, and Marcus joined in this time to make their team stronger. Meanwhile, Amelia went off alone to an alien factory and discovered something shocking. She saw human prisoners being forced to plant weird plants she didn't recognize, which only made her more sure that the aliens had a bigger plan for Earth than anyone realized. Back at their camp, things took a turn when Vanessa, Jackson's girlfriend, suddenly went into labor. She was in serious condition, and the group had to move fast to help her. While some of the group helped Vanessa, Dennis went to find Jackson and let him know what was happening. But while he was on his way, Dennis and Jackson got ambushed by aliens. During the attack, Arnold got hurt badly, injuring his right hand, and Matt was knocked out after an explosion hit him in the head.
It's okay, you're okay.
Be careful, Jackson.
Okay.
With Vanessa struggling to give birth, the aliens attacked, and Peter and Isabella had to take her into the forest to continue the delivery. Sadly, although Vanessa gave birth to a baby girl, she didn't survive due to severe blood loss.
Marcus, what are you doing?
Just when things seemed hopeless, help came out of nowhere. Military forces arrived and rescued Matt's group and the rest of the survivors. It turned out that Amelia had led them there, and at the same time, Jackson had made it back to the site too. The next day, the military took everyone, including the wounded, to a secret base deep in the forest. After hearing Amelia's report on the alien factory, the military began planning a large-scale attack. They believed the factory was hiding biological weapons, which they thought could be used to wipe out the rest of humanity. The final attack to take down the alien factory was set, and all the remaining combat forces were involved. Amelia, Marcus, Peter, Dennis, and Isabella joined the mission, but Jackson chose to stay behind with his baby, now his only family.
And save the fucking planet. That's the plan.
During the fight, Peter had a huge shock. He found out that his wife and son were still alive, though they were weak from being held by the aliens for so long. Back at military HQ, Colonel Grant, who was leading the operation, got some worrying intel. It turned out that the alien factory was actually a trap. The strike team that had gone in earlier lost communication, and they never got this important info. Jackson, who overheard the report, quickly realized that his friends were in big trouble. He decided to act and woke up Matt, who was still recovering. They decided to head to the factory to rescue Amelia and the others. Even though Matt wasn't fully healed, he insisted on going. So the two of them set off for the factory, deciding to take a back route to avoid the main guards. Inside the factory, explosions from the other side signaled that Amelia and her team had already started the battle. But Matt and Jackson stayed focused. Besides rescuing the human prisoners, they had one more big job: getting hold of the biological weapons hidden in the factory. The two split up. Matt went to look for the biological weapons, while Jackson planted bombs at key spots in the factory. While searching, Matt discovered something shocking. The aliens' home planet had been destroyed, and Earth was now their new target. That's why the aliens had been watching Earth for so long. Matt finally found the biological weapons, but just as he was about to escape, aliens surrounded him. Luckily, Jackson showed up just in time, helping him out and making sure Matt got the weapons to a safe spot. Meanwhile, Amelia and the military forces fighting in the farmland were on the brink of losing. Things changed when the communication signal, which had been down, was finally reconnected. They quickly got in touch with the air forces, who came in with aerial support. Even the prisoners who'd been forced to work at the factory started finding the courage to join the fight, giving everyone some hope in the middle of all the chaos. Inside the factory, now turned into the alien headquarters, Matt and Jackson were cornered once again. In a last-ditch effort to protect the remaining survivors, Jackson, who was badly injured from gunshots, gave Matt a message: take care of the baby they had with them. Soon after, Jackson made a tough choice. He decided to sacrifice himself and blew up the factory, hoping to finally stop the alien threat that had been putting humanity in danger. The huge explosion from Jackson's sacrifice forced the remaining alien forces to retreat. It was a turning point in the battle, and in the end, the humans won, though it came at a heavy price. After hearing from Matt that the aliens planned to make Earth their new home, Amelia took matters into her own hands. She approached the captured aliens and started freeing them, offering them a deal. They could share Earth and work together to end the endless war. Some of the aliens who accepted the deal turned on their comrades who refused peace. Alongside the humans, they fought to end the war and drive out the aliens who still wanted to impose their rule. The human resistance carried on with renewed determination to save the cities the aliens had taken over. And that's the storyline of the film Occupation. I hope you enjoyed the story. If there are any mistakes in the narration or character names, we apologize. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your thoughts or comments below. Thank you for watching.